Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Shauna from Twin Leaf Crossing, and in today's video we are doing another island tour together. Now I'm so excited to show you guys this island because it is inspired by Stardew Valley, and the island is called Coachella by the creator called Mushlamp over on Instagram. Her name is Angela, and just like her, I'm a huge fan of the game. If you're into games like Farming Simulator and Slice of Life, then you'll definitely like this game because it is so rich in content and the storylines from the villagers is absolutely heartwarming. But without further ado and enough rambling from me, let's go ahead and start this island tour. So starting off our tour, we are taking a look at the map and checking out our island representatives. We have Yuna and Jeremy, and then for villagers we have Flo, Bo, Tutu, Maple, Gala, Raymond, Chev, Angus, Goose, and Tipper. So immediately as we walk out of airport, we are met with this stunning entrance. I am so blown away with all the details, and the one thing that I'm excited about for sure is how Angela put her own flair to the Stardew Valley island. But before we take a look on the left side of the island, I wanted to quickly show you Marnie's ranch because I didn't want to miss it at the ending. So I wanted to quickly show you guys what it looked like, and I'm so in love with the custom designs with the cows. I think they're so cute and chunky. Here we are just going to the left side of the island, and I absolutely loved the interpretation of the bus station, but of course I went ahead and checked out the farmhouse, and the attention to detail was absolutely astonishing. I loved the farms, I loved the windmill, just the brown tones. It really fit that theme of Stardew Valley. And as we move down the pumpkin patch, we are met with our own little farm area with our cows, and I loved just seeing the chunky cows again. I think they're so cute. As we make our way down to the beach, we are met with the tidal pools, and I absolutely love this area. When I first saw it, I was blown away with the pathing on the ground and the seashells, and of course the hat shack, and I am so in love with this mouse. He is so adorable, just something about him is so charming, and just the build itself is so good. And as we make our way out of the farm area, I want to quickly show you guys the bus station because this is what caught my eye the most. And again, with Angela adding her own flair to the island, I loved the way she interpreted the bus station. It really did make me feel like I was walking through Stardew Valley, but just in like a more customized touch, I suppose. And I noticed that there was a pipe behind the bus, but I want to show you guys at the ending just so you get like a proper tour of the island. And as we move back to the right side, coming up this bridge where Gala rudely interrupted my walk and was in my way for most of that time, I want to show you guys this lovely bridge area between these houses, and it really is beautiful and scenic. I was such a huge fan of the castle walls in the background, and as we keep going down the bridge, I just want to quickly show you guys this nice little accent piece down by the waterfall. So moving back out of that area, we are located in the Pelican Town fountain. It's where like it's on top of the cliff area sort of, and everything isn't exactly formatted like Stardew Valley, but is very close and similar. But here we are at the playground and the ice cream stand. I was so excited to see this because it feels like Stardew Valley, and I love the attention to detail. It just feels really good to see all these references in the game. And here we are just at the campsite overlooking the quarry, and the pathing way down this area is just so beautiful. I loved the different sort of custom designs mixed in with the circular pathing. It is so cool to see that, and I love it when people integrate that onto their island. And then here I am just crossing the bridge just to get across to go down the incline again to show you the fountain station. So just going around slowly just to show you the details of the fountain area. I love the candles on the ground, the bouquets of flowers, the bench overlooking the town. It really feels like springcore-esque a bit, just with like the white flowers, the white toned arch. And as we cross, we come across the community center, and this just blew my mind. I loved how run down it looked, how overgrown it was, just the weeds out in the front, the bushes, the garbage, the barrel. It just reminded me so much of Stardew Valley, but I was just playing it in Animal Crossing, and that was just an amazing feeling. And to see someone bring this to life kind of blew my mind because this is kind of like the goal to finish the community center in the game. Coming back from the fountain area down the incline, we are checking out Town Square, and this is the clinic where Harvey works at, and I just loved the look of the outside building. It is so cute, and I liked how she mimicked the outside, and just in general I love it when creators make their own buildings out of things. One thing that I really want to do for my own island is kind of make the buildings but make it accessible, and like you can actually walk in and do things in it. But seeing this still just was so good, and it really made me feel inspired to play Stardew, even though I should be playing more Animal Crossing and giving you guys content. So as we keep going to the right, here is the general store where Pierre works at, and again, the details. I can't stress enough about the details. It is so good. But as we keep moving to the right again, we are just passing the Able Sisters as a normal clothes store that you could go to. And going up the incline, to my right is actually Robin's carpenter shop, but we will be visiting that after. And as we keep going up the incline, this is Linus's tent, and again, the attention to detail is just immaculate, and I'm so in love with it. I wasn't sure if we could get like into the tent, so unfortunately I didn't record anything like that. But if you keep going around the back of the tent, you are met with the museum, and I love how you can actually read books on the outside of the museum. I don't know, it felt really like adorable. And of course, next to the museum on the right is the mines, which we will see in a second. But coming back to Linus's tent and going down the incline to our right, we are walking just in the back of the carpenter shop to make it to the Adventurers Guild. And I love the skulls on the ground to make it feel more mysterious and sort of like chilling, because that kind of is what the Adventurers Guild feels like to me in my case. But as we move to the front of the carpenter shop, we are met with this beautiful little crafting station, and I love that idea that she turned the shop into a crafting area. And I'm a huge fan of like places that you could go to and actually use the area. It just makes it feel more alive, I suppose. So now that we move back to the Adventurers Guild, we are coming down to the mines, and I love every single detail, even the mine carts, the skulls on the ground, the wheat. It feels overgrown and kind of eerie. So now we are moving back down to the town square, going to the right where Granny's house is, and then located to the right of the house is Pam's trailer. And I love how there's garbage thrown on the ground just like in the game. It really does make it feel like an old rundown trailer. But if we move back behind the trailer, this is the Jojo Mart, and I love how Angela interpreted the Jojo Mart into this ice cold building where it's lifeless and just kind of uninviting. But moving on, we are just following the trail to the blacksmith area, and I love the use of the new items. And then as we continue down the path, we are met with Lewis's home. I love the detail of the car on the side of the house. I've always wondered if ever he would use it, but again, there's no roads in Stardew Valley. And then as we keep going down further to the right, we come across Elliot's home down on the beach. And if we turn back and head to the left, we are met with Nooks and Cranny, which is actually supposed to be Willie's fishing shop. And I love the dock with the boats on it. It really does feel like a fishing dock. So now we're moving into the graveyard, and again, I love the attention to detail and the flowers scattered around. I love the use of the candles incorporated next to the gravestones. I think that just adds a lot more life to the graveyard. And if we keep moving to the left, we are met with the sewers where Krobus lives. But as we continue down the path, we pass Haley and Emily's home, and then Sam and his mother and brother's home. And then leading down the path is Leia's home with her artworks displayed in the backyard. And I really love how Angela included the artworks in Leah's yard, because it really does describe who Leah is and her hobbies. So now we're just moving up to the Stardew Saloon where Gus works, and again, the building is immaculate. I love it, the details, it is just so beautiful. I think Angela really did go above and beyond with this build. Even just the custom designs for the Stardew Saloon sign, it really does reminisce of Stardew Valley. So now just moving to the center of the town square, here is just the fountain area, and I thought that was really cute details. But finally, we are going back to the bus station to check out where the tunnel leads to. And when I first saw this, I was so overwhelmed because the bus takes you to the oasis where Sandy works, and just everything about the colors and the decor, and of course the cactus, just really reminisces off of the oasis in the game. So now coming back from the oasis to the bus stop, we are going to check out inside of our farmhouse. So immediately when I walked into the house, I was not expecting for the inside of Jojo Mart to be here, but I am so glad that she included the inside of the building in here because it is so cool to see the new items displayed as a store inside your own home. And I knew immediately what it was when I first walked in, and that is such a good impression that you want to have with your builds. So in your game on your farm, when you first start out, you have a broken down greenhouse that you get to build through the community center, and I just love how she incorporated this inside the house. It really just feels so colorful. I love the use of all the plants and the bouquets. And as we move upstairs, here is where the hot spring is once you move up near the train station in the game, and I just thought it was so cool. I love the blue tones and the wood. It really did feel like you walked into the hot springs just to unwind and relax, get more energy when you're, kind of pooped out in the game. But everything about it really did feel like a hot spring where you come to relax and enjoy yourself a little. And I actually didn't know that this was part of the game until recently, and it's such a cool thing to discover. So going downstairs to the basement, I have to say hands down that this is my favorite out of the entire house because it is the wizard's home, and I loved how the floor lit up and just really shined with all the beautiful colors. I love the purples, the blues, the green. It really did feel like the wizard's home. Just something about this room in general brought me a lot of memories from playing Stardew Valley. So unfortunately that is everything on this island to show you guys, but honestly I would recommend you checking it out for yourself 100%. Angela has blown me away. Even when you get on the island, it is 6 o'clock in the morning, and that is such a nice reference to the game. Big shout out to Angela for making such an awesome island. I love your adaptation of Stardew Valley put with your own style. I will of course leave Angela's links down in the description in case you want to check out her DA code. So thank you to Angela for letting me come and tour the island to show everyone how amazing it is, and thank you to you too for coming along and joining me on this little island tour. I really did have fun. If you did enjoy this tour, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel to see more content like this. But without further ado, thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope to see you guys around. Bye bye!